Hello and welcome to a new edition of Northshore Talk. I'm your host, Beth Davis, and we're so happy you've joined us today. We have as our guest today Miss Tiffany Gautier, and she is with Louisiana Special Olympics, and she's here to tell us about an exciting event that's coming up the end of May. Welcome, Tiffany. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Tell us all about why you came today.
We came to talk a little bit about Special Olympics Louisiana overall, and then also towards the end, definitely focus on state summer games that we have coming up May 24th through the 26th. It is Memorial Day weekend, but we encourage you to have a staycation and stay in the Hammond area and come out to the state summer games. A little bit though about Special Olympics overall. Special Olympics Louisiana, we are the official state chapter of Special Olympics Incorporated. Special Olympics Incorporated is in over 170 countries. There's 4 million athletes worldwide. But here in Louisiana, we serve a little over 13,500 athletes. We're in every parish. We have the whole entire state divided up into 13 different areas. And we have over 100 different competitions a year. A lot of people think that we're a one-time sporting event or we only have one event and a couple of fundraisers, but we actually have 100 different competitions and over 80 different fundraisers every year here in Louisiana.
Okay, now slow down. Let me try to process this.
Okay.
13 areas.
Yes.
So in the Hammond area, how big is that area?
How we have it set up, for instance, this is the Florida parishes area. So in the Florida parishes areas, we have Washington, Livingston, St. Helena, Tangipahoa, and St. Tammany. So that's our Florida parishes area. Those 5 parishes fall under there. And we have a little over 1,100 athletes in this area alone.
1,100 just in that area.
Just in this area alone.
And so the office where you work in Hammond, is
that's the state office
for the
entire state.
Oh, for the entire state.
Yes,
well,
that is our
we
state.
Privileged?
This is our state. A lot of people don't realize it, but we're staying here. Our building is paid for. But a lot of people don't realize that it is our state office. They think that we should be in New Orleans or Baton Rouge if we're going to be the state headquarters. But Hammond's a perfect location for us, especially we're right here by all the major interstates and things like that. We travel all across the state weekly, so it's really easy just to jump on one of the interstates to get to Monroe, Lafayette, New Orleans, wherever you're going. So our state office is right here in downtown Hammond.
Okay, so that's Special Olympics state office.
Special Olympics Louisiana state office, yes.
Okay. And we are in the Florida parishes area.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about summer games in a minute.
Yes.
For just this area.
No,
for everywhere.
State summer games, yes. Okay. What happens is our athletes actually participate in parish level games, and then they move up to their area level games. So for instance, we'll take this area for example. So athletes are participating in like the Livingston games. A lot of people might have heard that the Ponchatoula games were going on. St. Tammany had games at Fontainebleau and different things like that. And then they'll move up to their area games, and in the area games, if they the top qualifiers from the area games will come to the state competition.
Okay. And is that what's happening the end of May? That's the whole state?
That's the whole state, yes. So
these are the champions?
Yes. So individuals from all of the different areas around the state that qualified in their local or area level games, then they move up to state. And then actually they move on from state, and that's one thing that's really unique to this state summer games. After a lot of the athletes' scores from the state summer games will qualify them for nationals. And we have nationals next year in New Jersey. And then actually, if they qualify from nationals, they even can go to world.
Wow.
And we have world. In the past, world has been in Greece or China, but it's coming back to the States. It hasn't been to the States in, I think, over 20-something years. And so it's going to be in California.
Wow.
The World Games in 2015.
Now, how, from our own local Florida parish area, what's the highest level any athletes have ever gone? Do you know?
We've had world.
Have you really?
We have a gentleman, Virgil Atkinson from the Livingston area. He went to Greece. I'm sorry, not Greece. He went to China.
He went to China
in 2007 and competed in the World Summer Games.
That's amazing.
You should see the medals that he came home with from that. Like, they're huge. He's a big guy, but the medals are huge. They're like real Olympic medals. They're heavy. They're really heavy.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Okay, well, so what else you want to tell us about Summer Olympics in general? Special Olympics
in general. Again, like I said, we serve over 13,500 athletes statewide. Intellectual disabilities is the largest disability population in the world. And so in Louisiana, there's 120,000 people that qualify for Special Olympics programs but are not participating. So
say that again, how many?
120,000.
In Louisiana?
In Louisiana, qualify, but we are currently not serving them. So that's why things like this is outreach is important for us so that we can reach those individuals who do qualify, know that we have programs available for them. We do have programs beginning at age 2.
Wow.
And there is no upper age limit. We actually used to have a 92-year-old swimmer when I first started. Right now we have a 78-year-old basketball player.
Amazing.
Yes, but there's also some other things. If you're not interested in sports, a lot of times too, we'll run into people with intellectual disabilities that'll say, hey, my child used to do it when they were in school, but now they're too old to do it. That's not the case anymore at all. We do have a lot of different sports programs for people who are of an older age, and we also have other programs other than just sports. We were founded as a sports organization. We're primarily a sports organization. But as time's gone on, we've been over for about 43 years, Special Olympics has been around, that we've realized that anything that we can do to advocate for people with intellectual disabilities and improve their lives is what we do. So we offer health programs. We're actually the largest healthcare provider for people with intellectual disabilities. We have an athlete leadership program where a lot of the older athletes actually like to participate in that, to where they don't necessarily want to compete anymore, but they could be a coach, they can be an official, they can even work at our state office. We actually have a member, he actually volunteers for the Ponchatoula Police Department, but he is a staff member at our office. We have a lot of athletes that come, and you can be part of the athlete leadership program is we teach them to be global messengers, to where they can go out and do things like this, do speaking engagements on our behalf if they don't necessarily want to play or compete anymore. We also have other programs. Like I mentioned, we have programs beginning at age 2, and that's actually a new program. We run into people all the time that said, hey, my child can't come, they're not 8 yet, which in the past, yes, but actually in 2007, we started a program called the Young Athletes Program, and that is for children ages 2 through 7. So now we do have something for children, younger age children, to participate in. It's a wonderful program. It's an inclusive program, so you could do it with people, a regular education classroom can do it. And it's actually, they have a kit that we have at the office. If anybody's interested, it's free of charge. We will give them a kit, but it has different little things in there. It has like circles with numbers on them. And for instance, a young child, we might say, hey, jump to number 1, jump to number 2. But then as time gets on and they grow older, we'll say, hey, jump to the numbers that added together equal 5, or the numbers that multiplied together equal 10. So every aspect of the kit has different things to keep helping the athlete progress as they get older. And we, of course, everything prepares them for competition age at 8.
That's wonderful. Yes. Lots of exciting programs.
We have so much.
Really, yes, not just athletics, but all kinds of different venues that you can, these athletes can get involved in. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Well, welcome back to Northshore Talk. We have with us right now Miss Ann Spicer, and she is the Director of External Relations at Louisiana Special Olympics. So we're glad to meet you.
Thanks. It's nice to meet you too.
Understand you're fairly new.
Yes, I'm fairly new, but I'm enjoying every minute of it. It really is fun. It really is.
Well, I'm sure they're glad to have you on board.
Thank you.
All hands on deck this season, I'm sure. Now, you want to tell us something about, we're talking about the Summer Games, the actual event, and there's a part of it called Fans in the Stands?
Yes, there is. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get the local community to be more involved in this event. A lot of the Special Olympic athletes come from different cities all throughout the Louisiana area, and a lot of times all their family and friends can't join them. So we want to have a good, group of supporting people to cheer them on and make them feel really, really special. And what we're trying to do is everybody who's a fan in the stand will get a pom-pom. Wow. And what we've also done is we have a lot of festivities before. The opening ceremonies are at 7:30 on Friday, May 24th, which is Memorial Day weekend. So we want to make sure people can save money on gas so they can stay home and then just go to the stadium in Hammond. And what we're having is we're having a parade of the Special Olympic athletes. We are having the law enforcement torch run where they run with the torches and then they actually run up the steps of the stadium and light the flame of hope.
How exciting.
That really, I know, I'm looking forward to seeing that. And then we're having military flag football with I believe it's the Navy and the Air Force. They're going to have a flag football game, and they're including the Special Olympic athletes in the game. We're going to have the Southeastern Louisiana University athletic department. Some of their sports figures will be there to, help entertain everybody and just create a big awareness so that we can get people who are interested in all kinds of things. We're having the Golden Oldies Motor Club car show, and they're going to be in the parking lot adjacent to the stadium. And also we're going to have several different military vehicles that people can look at and, just kind of peruse and, get excited about this, get excited about that. And then, after that is all over, they will, adjourn from the parking lot, looking at the events, and go into the stadium. And the opening ceremonies begin at 7:30.
Okay, and now all this is on Friday.
This is Friday, May 24th.
Okay.
And then the state summer games are actually continued to Saturday, the 25th, and Sunday, the 26th.
Okay, but the big opening ceremonies and all these special events are on Friday.
Yes, ma'am. They are on Friday, and we do have a lot of sponsors and people who partner with us who really help us with this event. It's Walmart, the Louisiana Tourism, the Law Enforcement Torch Run, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and the Knights of Columbus.
Okay, it's wonderful to have such great community support.
It really is. It's just encompassing.
Sure.
It really is. It makes me feel really good to be a part of something this big, because there's so many people that really want to help, and the athletes just really, really appreciate it.
I think it makes everyone feel good to just be able to help in something. So many, you hear so much bad news sometimes. And to have something where you can get involved, you can come out and cheer somebody on, and just do something positive.
Right.
Enjoy
it and forget about your woes. Come out and cheer and just have a good time.
What time does that parade start?
6 o'clock.
In the evening?
Yes, 6 p.m. And actually, they're parking their cars. The Golden Oldies Motor Club, they're going to have like a car show. They felt it was better not to be moving around, so they would rather park their cars and have everybody, come by and look at it. And they're very proud of their cars.
I love those old cars. I guess I'm old enough to remember some of them.
So am I.
So they'll park their cars, but the parade will actually begin at 6.
There is no parade.
Okay.
Well, there's a parade of the Special Olympic athletes, and that will be in the stadium.
Okay.
Okay?
So is that's part of the opening ceremony?
Yes, that's starting at 7:30. That's part of the opening ceremonies.
Okay, great. Okay, well, lots going on. What else you want to tell us? Public involvement, other ways that people can get involved.
Well, of course, we're always looking for volunteers, like I said, especially for fans in the stands, and we do want the public to come to the games throughout the weekend. The games are open to the public, and they're free.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
It's free.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm sure there's no cost for parking either, so, it's something that the public can do to really support and perhaps understand the community a little bit more, and see that everybody can participate in sports.
And really, I just really never understood that this was the state games. I thought
this is big.
This is big.
Yes, ma'am. But also, too, we're always looking for volunteers to work with the athletes, whether they're coaches or they want to, keep time or just do anything to help the athletes with their games so that, they can move along to the next event. Okay. And they do have a lot of people who do that. Okay. It surprised me. I mean, there's just so many people that are so willing to donate their time just to see the smile on the athlete's face.
So someone, if they want to be a timekeeper, for instance, just give you a call?
Right. Well, they can go to our website, which is www.laso.org, or they can give us a call. Our offices are here in Hammond. The state office is in Hammond, and our number is 345-6644, and anyone can help them, and the operator will steer them to the right direction.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, well, you heard it here. Fans in the stands, Friday, May 24th.
Yes.
Friday, May 24th, out at Strawberry Stadium. This is a statewide event that is happening right here in Hammond, with the torch run and the parade and all kinds of exciting, amazing events going on. So come on out. And thank you for being with us.
My pleasure. Thank you.
All right, and we'll be back right back in just a minute with Miss Tiffany. welcome back. We're here again with Tiffany Gautier, and she wants to just fill us in on some more exciting details of the event that's coming up on May 24th, the Louisiana State Summer Games of Special Olympics. So, Tiffany, who are some of the notable people that are coming out besides the athletes?
Right. We're very excited that we have several local and statewide representatives that'll be there. Mayor Foster is always in attendance. Miss Rosa Dunn is actually going to be our master or mistress of ceremonies. We also have our honorary chair, Corbin Norman. He's also with Walmart. He's the honorary marshal. We'll also have an honorary coach, and our honorary ambassador is New Orleans Saints fullback Jed Collins. He'll also be there signing autographs and things like that Friday night at opening ceremonies. As we mentioned, May 24th, starting at 6 o'clock. We encourage the public to come out. It's free, open to the public to come out. We encourage you to bring your entire family. It's fun for the whole family. As Ann mentioned, 6 o'clock, we'll have the car show, we'll have the military flag football games and things like that taking place. And then at 7:30 will be the opening ceremonies. And that's where actually we'll have the parade of athletes, and we'll actually have the law enforcement torch run. Starting on May 20th, that Monday, we have law enforcement agencies from all across the state. They'll start at each of the four corners, and they will run an Olympic torch from parish to parish, passing it off parish to parish. And they all meet, they parish to parish until they get to Baton Rouge.
Okay.
Friday, May 24th, that morning. We'll have a ceremonial lighting there, and then one member from each leg will run from Baton Rouge here to Hammond. And then they run into the State Summer Games opening ceremonies. Then they, as you mentioned, run up Strawberry Stadium, run up the stairs, and light the cauldron to signify the opening of the games.
So this, the torch run on Friday night that takes place has been a week-long.
It's a culmination of the
event.
whole week long. Yes, we have the Law Enforcement Torch Run is the largest public awareness and fundraising arm of Special Olympics Louisiana. We have over 160 different agencies that help us, again, raise funds and promote Special Olympics all year long. This is one of their big signature events that they do is running. A lot of times people will say, they're like, oh, like I see some cops running up there, but they have no idea why their street's shut down. So it really is, it's the Law Enforcement Torch Run. You can Google it, check out more information about it. But the Law Enforcement Torch Run, this is one of their culmination signature events, is when they'll be lighting the cauldron at the opening ceremonies of the State Summer Games on May 24th. May 24th is Memorial Day weekend, so we encourage everybody, again, one of the slogans that we have is, how will you serve this Memorial Day? And we encourage you to serve by volunteering for Special Olympics. Of course, as we mentioned, Friday night, fans in the stands, come on out. We actually have fans and we have the pom-poms. It's a great time. I promise you, you will not regret it. You'll come back every year. And then on Saturday is actually when the games and competitions will start. Our athletes, we have a little over 800 athletes that'll be competing. And then the athletes also bring coaches. Some of them have their family members and then volunteer delegates. So there's about 1,000 people that'll be in the Hammond area from other parts of the state for these State Summer Games. And on starting Saturday morning at 8 a.m., they will be competing in athletics, which is our track and field. And that encompasses so many other things. This track and field also has like the softball throw. We have a pentathlon, the running long jump, standing long jump. There's so many other sports that fall under the athletics when we talk about athletics, sorry. So we have athletics, we have powerlifting, bocce. If you're not familiar with what bocce is, it's Italian bowling. Again, you can Google it and find out more information about bocce. It's one of our most popular sports. And then we also have unified volleyball. Any sport that we can make unified is where people with and without intellectual disabilities are competing on the same team together against another unified team. So we really, all of our sports we're trying to make unified, but unified volleyball, the competition, will be actually in the Student Activity Center at Southeastern.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
It is.
Now, Tiffany, you mentioned something during the break about Olympic Town.
Yes. So when our athletes aren't competing, we kind of have a little downtime period, which is called Olympic Town, and it's set up a lot like a fair. They have a dunking booth. They have Olympic Town Idol. They have Smoothie Kings out there giving away smoothies. We also have like the NFL experience that the New Orleans Saints come on and put out. We have some of those Southeastern football players come and sign autographs. Local businesses set up booths, and they have various carnival games, and then depending on what you do, you get prizes, just kind of set up like a fair. So that's kind of like a break. Oh my God, it's so much fun. You don't want to leave. last year too, I think it was Global Wildlife had like one of those big, huge turtles out there, like enormous turtle that you could pet and, you know, play with. They also had Olympic Town, and then we also have in our athletes' downtime when they're not competing, we actually have what's called Healthy Athletes. As I mentioned earlier, we are the largest healthcare provider for people with intellectual disabilities. For every $1 given to the Healthy Athletes program, $4 worth of medical care is given to our athletes. Back in 1996, we realized that the intellectual disabled population was extremely neglected when it came to medical and healthcare needs. So Special Olympics saw that and decided to start the Healthy Athletes program. And what it is we have several different disciplines. We have opening eyes for the eyes, special smiles for teeth. We have fit feet, healthy hearing, health promotion, and fun fitness. Health promotion teaches you about how to make a healthy plate, you know, have a lot of salad and a little bit of ranch instead of a lot of ranch and a little bit of salad. So health promotion teaches you about sun safety. We actually have wristbands that when the athletes are in the sun too long, it turns purple. We have a lot of things that we do that Blue Cross Blue Shield actually helps us with that event, that discipline, health promotion. And then we also have fun fitness, which is like physical therapy, which teaches the athletes how they should stretch before the competitions. All of the disciplines that we have, not all of them will be offered at State Summer Games, but all the disciplines that we have, we try to, we have clinical directors, medical and dental professionals in that area that helps come screen the athletes. We have what's called Healthy Athlete Screening Forms. So they'll screen the athletes, and then if they see that the athlete needs urgent care, they'll refer the athlete to somebody in their local area that will welcome to treat our athletes.
Wow. Well, there's so much going on.
There is.
I just applaud your organization really for just, you know, going all out to make this very special.
A lot of times people don't realize Special Olympics Louisiana, we are a nonprofit organization. We have to raise $2.8 million here this year alone in the state of Louisiana. We do not receive, we receive very minimal funding from the state. So all of the money raised is raised here in Louisiana through foundations, corporations like our sponsorships, and individual donations. So if anybody is interested, if for some reason you can't make it or something like that, but you're still willing to donate, we would, you know, you can contact our office and we would greatly appreciate that. Just want to throw that. We do still also need financial support to make this event possible. And it's no cost for our athletes to participate. Our athletes do not pay anything to participate in these games. We raise the money all here in Louisiana so that we can offer these services free for our athletes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Tell us real quick, one more time, the date, all the particulars of the event.
Okay. May 24th, 25th, 26th, State Summer Games, Special Olympics Louisiana State Summer Games, May 24th, 25th, 26th, starting Friday night at 6 p.m. It's fun for the whole family, free, open to the public. You can give us a call at 985-345-6644, or you can log on to our website at www.laso.org, and you can also find us on all social media channels.
All right. Tiffany, thanks so much
Thank
for
you.
coming out and sharing this great information with us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. We'll see you next time.